You can get it. Marvelous.
Yo, what's good? Welcome back to the channel, y'all. And look. In today's video, we're going to be discussing a market watch, but not a regular market watch. I've been on the YouTube streets, and from what I've been seeing, most people that do market watches only cover the most popular cards that are in every deck. They don't cover every single card that's over $3 within a market watch per color. So every single color that's out, so it's red, yellow, black, purple, and so on and so forth. I'm actually going to be covering every single card that's $3 or more per color. So if you are branded to the game, this is one of those videos that you probably really need to tap into. I'm gonna be talking about every single card that's $3 or more. If you're looking to build any deck in this game, I'm gonna show you all the most expensive cards that you guys need to look out for before you go out and start spending your hard-earned money. Fact, not an opinion. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. The first color we're gonna be talking about is yellow, because you guys already know what it is. It's YGOD, Yellow Gang or Die, YGOD, and that's on the game, man. Shout out to all my delinquents. But yeah, y'all, we're gonna talk about yellow. And also, before we start, I actually just activated members on my channel. I'll talk a little bit more about that midway through. But members, if you guys do want to support the channel financially, you can go ahead and become a member. There's a whole bunch of perks. Like I said, we'll talk about it later in the video. Let's go ahead and get straight to the content. First card we got right here is Monkey D. Luffy. This is really used in an L. Very good spot removal. We're sitting at $5 right now. I really don't see this going down or even further. This guy just bought 8. This guy is like on drugs or something. What is he doing? This man just bought 8. Don't know what he was building with 8. But yeah, man, $5 for this Monkey D. Luffy. Very good card if you plan on playing an L. Next yellow card we got is Yamato. Yamato is sitting at 6. I remember at a point in time this card used to be very cheap. This card used to be at $4, but it ended up going up to $7 at the moment. When you're looking all right here at $7, this is actually another one of those staples. You play this card in a lot of yellow decks, not just an L. Majority of yellow decks or yellow purple decks, you will be playing this Yamato because it's so good for the spot removal. And honestly, I don't really see it going down past this this price, especially since with OPO8, an L's still really popping off. Next card we got is Hiyori. This card used to be $20 at some point in time. As you guys can see right here, it used to be at $20 right here. Now it's $6, and I think the main reason why it went down because there is a reprint coming soon within the next 6 months. So $6, if you did wait for your Hioris, this is the time to pick them up. We're at $6. I honestly don't think this card's going to get any lower. This is one of the best yellow cards to have. You use it in a lot of yellow decks like Yamato, especially Yamato, Anel, Pudding. Just a lot of yellow decks use this card. Very good staple card, and also black and yellow Luffy. Card we have right here is Portuguese Ace. The only deck that really uses this card really is black and yellow Luffy, but I see some aces use this card. This card has actually gone up. It's sitting at $6. I don't see this getting reprinted anytime soon. So if you guys did want to pick up this ace for black and yellow Luffy, or you just want to add it to your deck just for some aggression because it does have a 7k attack, this is something that you can pick up as well. I don't see this card really going down at all, y'all. Next card we have is Charlotte Flampy. This is another one of these cards that is played in almost every single yellow deck. It speeds up the consistency of the deck and just the speed of getting the card advantage if you're not playing against blue. You're sitting at $4. This card used to be, actually it's always been at $4. It was a little bit cheaper, 2 or 3. I think it was like 2 weeks ago, but I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all. I don't see this card going up. If anything, I feel like this card's gonna go up in price. So if you guys did want to play yellow and you do need some Flampies, I feel like you should be picking this up. I don't think it's going to go down, and I'm not even sure if this is even getting a reprint. If it's not getting a reprint, you definitely need to pick this up because this card will be going up over time. One of the best yellow starters in the game. Another card that's actually very good for yellow is this blocker, Shirahoshi. I actually run 2 of my Nail deck. A lot of yellow decks do run this card. We're sitting at $3 right here. It's really $4 because of the shipping, but it's at $3 right now. This is one of those other cards in the yellow decks that I really don't see get reprinted because it is still relatively new. But it's just a really good yellow card. The blocker, and just if it gets removed, you also add something to your life. Very good card. I don't see this card getting any cheaper. If we look at this, yeah, we just look at the trend, it's just been going up. So if you guys did need some Shirahoshis for OPO7 or OPO8, I think it's time for you to pick it up because I don't see this card going down as well. Next card we got right here is Cracker. This is just my personal opinion on, Cracker. I feel like Cracker is one of the best cards in the game for yellow decks. Just being able to attack twice is actually broken. If you guys look at a lot of my NL videos, Cracker's doing a lot of the damage, bro. I'm a really big fan of Cracker. I mean, a lot of people don't play it. I'm gonna just show you what the price is. It is at $3. This card used to be at $10, so it's sitting at $3. I'm not sure if this is getting a reprint or not, but if it's not getting a reprint, I don't see this card going down any lower. I feel like this is going to be the price it's going to be at for a while until it does get another reprint. And yeah, I feel like if you are a Cracker fan like me, best time to pick it up is right now, because this card used to be $10-15. If you look at this right here, yeah, so this card peaked at $12 at one point, so definitely went down. Definitely a good time to pick it up. The next card we got right here is Charlotte Lindland. Very strong card, $2. I'm gonna be real with you. If you are playing Katakuri or plan on playing Pudding, you just need to pick this card up. It says $2, but if you look at tax and everything, this card's around $3 or $4. This card at one point in time used to be $13. So the fact that it's even gone down this low is actually amazing. I don't see it getting lower than what it's at right now. So if you did want to play Pudding in the next set, or if you are playing Katakuri, this is something you just need to pick up because it's really cheap at the moment. Next card we have right now has to be Charlotte Katakuri. This is also another problem card in the yellow decks. This is the reason why yellow decks cost so much still till this day. Yellow is the most expensive deck to play. Fact, not an opinion. This is the reason why, is because of this card. Is also another card that's actually really expensive, but this is the main one. Even with the reprint that just came out with OP03 getting re-released to the all the stores and shit, still sitting at $48. It's been going down. At one point in time, this card used to be $75, but honestly, y'all, I just feel like this card is just, since it's a secret rare in an L and a yellow use this card almost in every single deck, this price isn't gonna go down, and you need 4 of them. So I don't even think it's getting a reprint, and if it is getting a reprint, let me know below. But if this is not getting a reprint, this card's going to stay this price. If anything, it's going to go up again, especially since OP03 just got released to a lot of the stores. Once those are all gone, this price is going to shoot up. If there is a reprint coming for this card's probably going to, cut the price in half, probably going to be like 20. But if there's not a reprint, I feel like the price of this card right here is not going to be going down. And for a lot of yellow decks that use this card, there's no replacement for this card, especially if you're playing an L. Next card we have is Charlotte Lindland. Very strong card. It's still sitting at $10. A lot of people have actually stopped playing this card. I actually personally don't play this card, but if you are playing Pudding or Katakuri in the next set, this is something you want to pick up. We're sitting at $12 right now. This card is not going to go down because this is from a structure deck. Very unfortunate. I'm not sure if this is getting reprinted, but usually stuff from structure decks usually don't get reprinted. And this card has always been expensive. I think the peak of this card was $22, and now we are looking at $12. So this card's really not going to go down at all. So if you guys are planning to play anything with the Big Mom Pirates, this is something you guys actually might want to pick up. Next card is also a staple for all yellow decks, is Ace. You need 4 of these. The price actually went down. I feel like $20 is a steal. I got mine for 30s, but the price has still gone down, and it's just still crashing down. It started off at 60. We're at 20 right now. If you can go to your local game store, you might be able to just, to ask for 20s for these, but 20, 21, 22. Just keep it a stack with you guys. This card's not going to get a reprint anytime soon. And if anything, once the newer sets come out, the price of this will go up. It will go up. That's what it usually happens, bro. Only reason why it's not up right now is because this is the most current set. But like once OPO 8 and 9 comes out, and this isn't in rotation anymore, this card will go up, just like how Katakuri just went up, or not just went up, but been up. You know what I'm saying? So staple yellow card, you need it in every single deck. Cheapest is probably ever going to be. If you are playing a yellow deck in the future, this is the time to pick it up. Next, let's go ahead and go straight to green. Green, we don't really have too many cards for green, but like I said earlier, we're going to cover every single meta defining card for each color. So let's talk about green. Cavendish, this is really used in Bonnie. I don't really see Bonnie and maybe Perona, but really just Bonnie. We're sitting at $15. I don't really see this going down, especially since This just came out the booster, so I don't see this getting a reprint. If it is getting a reprint, let me know. But you are looking at $15, $16, $16, $17, $17. I don't really see this going down anytime soon. As you can see right now, the bell curve is starting to go up just a little bit. I feel like once OPO 8 comes out, and some sets within OPO 8 going to OPO 9 comes out, this card could possibly be a $20, $30 card. So if you are a green fan, especially a Bonnie fan, this is the time to pick it up, because I feel like this card will be going up over time. Next card we have is ďufumingo, $5. This is a card that's up in the air. You get to lock down your opponents by freezing 3 characters on the field to your next turn. It's at $5. It's really at $3 or $4. You don't really need to play this card, but as you can see over time, it is going up. This is just another tech option. People usually run this, so they run Zoro. So it's really up to you if you guys really want to run this card or not. It's really just a tech preference, but like I said, it is a green card. I see it used quite often, so I'm gonna show you guys. Next card we have right here is Eustace Kid from the very first pack. This is a very good card. It's actually used in Bonnie pretty much. This is like how Bonnie even works, is with Eustace Kid. You're sitting at $20. I think this may be getting a reprint. I'm not sure if you should even pick this up or not. Let me know below if this is getting a reprint. If it is not getting a reprint, I feel like this card is just going to continue to go up. It's at $20 right now, so it's also very expensive for green decks. Usually green decks are relatively cheap. I'm actually surprised this is even still at $20. But if you are a Bonnie fan and this isn't getting a reprint in that big massive reprint set that they announced with the Don, you might actually want to pick this up, because over time this will start going back up. So let me know below if it did get a reprint or not, or confirmed for a reprint. Next card we have is blue. So for the green cards, there's not really too many expensive green cards. I actually almost forgot to mention probably the most important green card in any green deck, and that is this Zoro, this 9-drop Zoro. We are sitting at $16, and I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all. I feel like this card is not going to get a reprint. The recent one sold for 14, 14, 14. We're looking at 16, 16, 16, 16. So over time, I feel like this card is going to go up. If you plan on playing green in OPO 7, 8, and 9, and so forth, you do need to pick up this card. This is one of those cards that's almost like a Katakuri. This is green's version of Katakuri. It's cheap right now, but over time, this card will get more expensive. Fact, not opinion. This is a game-ending card. Usually when you summon this card, you almost got game, so it's almost a guaranteed fact that you do need this in every single green deck. You could replace Dofi for this if you are on a budget, but if you are trying to be the most competitive, this is the most important green card that you will need, and it's sitting at $16. And I think you should probably pick it up right now, because over time this card will go up, and I feel like it will not be getting a reprint because this came out in just the last set, so it's still relatively new. So go ahead and pick it up. Let's get into blue now. Blue, if you are a Dofi fan, Dofi or Boa, I'm not going to cover Nami because the whole deck is like $50, so I'm not really going to cover Nami. But for traditional blue decks like Dofi or Boa, they both use this ďufumingo. We're sitting at $7 right now. I have to keep it a stack of few. Unless this gets reprinted, I feel like this is still going to go up because it is such a good blocker. We're sitting at 6, 7, 7, 7. I don't really see this going down. If there was a reprint announced, I could probably see this being at like $3 or $4 maybe, but if it wasn't, this card's going to go up over time. This is one of the most staple blue cards in any blue deck, so if you are looking to pick up blue, you are going to need this. I'm not sure if this is getting reprinted or not. I think it might be. Even if it is getting reprinted, it probably cut the price to like $4 or $5. So, either way, you're gonna have to spend more than $3 to get the card. Next card we have is Draco Mihawk. This is really just for Dofi. We're sitting at $3, relatively cheap. This is only really for the Dofi, blue Dofi decks. We're sitting at $3, $4, $5. If you are playing Dofi, this is something you just want to look out for. $3. I don't feel like this is the price is going to go down any longer. The price actually did drop right here. Maybe it's because the reprint did get announced for this card. I'm not really too sure, but we are sitting at $3 right now for this card. Next card we got right here is Gecko Moria. This did get a reprint announcement in that that massive reprint set that's coming out. $7 right now. As you can see, it is going back up. I have to keep it a stack. If you guys are not playing the game right now, you're just looking or trying to get into the game, and this might be a deck you're interested for, you might as well wait for the reprint set. But if you are trying to play right now, this is at $7. It is going up. 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10. Price is still going up. Last one sold for $7, and like I said earlier, the bell curve is actually going up, so we're looking at 7. If you guys do want to play Blue Dofi, you guys really do need this card right here. You need to pick it up, $7. Nothing else I need to say about that. Next card we have, and that's all we have for the blue cards. Everything else that blue is relatively cheap or cheaper version of the card. Let's go ahead and talk about ʤuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuuu game, fact, not an opinion. And I'm really up in air on what we're gonna do with this, because I don't want to tell you guys to pick up this card, because a lot of people are saying that this card might get hit on the ban list coming out within, you know, like I think it's like a week or two. So we're sitting at $9 right now. $9, $99999. I have to keep this stack with y'all. If you are not going to no tournaments and you're looking to play the game, do not pick up this card. This is one of these cards that I'm actually going to tell you guys, do not pick up until the ban list is out. The ban list for One Piece will be coming out within, I think, like the next week or two. Once that's released and we actually see what happens with this ﷺ, then we can actually tell you what we should do with this this particular card. But right now, as it sits, if you aren't going to locals, or if you aren't going to no big tournament, or if you're just a new player trying to get into the game, in my opinion, bro, do not pick up anything or any deck revolving around this card right here, because I have a feeling this card might get banned. And if it gets banned or restricted, this $9 card will turn into a $1 card, and I don't want you guys wasting your money. Okay, so if I was you guys, I would just tell you, just wait off ﷺ if you don't already have it. Next card we have is Sabo. Sabo, I don't think is getting a reprint. That's the reason why it's still at $25. This is actually this is one of the expensive black cards in the deck that you need. It's really unfortunate. It's really gatekeeping a lot of decks that you could use, like Lucci. Any black deck and black and yellow Luffy, you need this Sabo, especially black and yellow Luffy. Very, very unfortunate. It's still $25, but like I said earlier, you guys really want to see what happens with the ban list. Once the ban list comes out, black, if they do end up hitting Gecko, black as a whole, just like a lot of the deck pretty much crumbles. And if that's the case, I feel like this card right here will probably go down as well. We're looking at $25, 25, 25, 25, 26, and we're actually looking at the most recent sold at 27. The price is dipping a little bit because of the ban list coming out. In my opinion, like I said, with Gecko, it all depends on what happens to Gecko. If Gecko gets hit, this card will drop. If Gecko does not get hit, this card will skyrocket. So it's really up in the air of what you guys want to do. If I was a betting man, I would just sit there and wait, especially if you are a brand new player to the game and you're not going to any tournaments, or if you're still learning how to play the game, just play on the sim, because I'm not sure what's going to happen with this card right here. Next card we have is Borsalino. A lot of people are still playing this card. I'm not sure if this is getting a reprint or not, but it's still at $14. This card actually used to be $34. The recent one just sold for $14. We're at 14, 14, 14, 14. Like I said earlier, this is one of those cards to where it all depends on what happens with Gecko. Like I said with Sabo, my opinion, just wait, bro. You guys got 2 weeks. Just wait. Unless you're going to a major event. If you're going to a major event, go ahead and pick it up. But if you're new to the game and you're looking to play black, or just looking to play a cool looking deck like black, there's a ban list coming out. And then just to keep it a stack with y'all, I feel like wasting your money on something that you may not know if it's going to get hit or not. I feel like you might just be throwing your money away, because this card could literally turn into a $3 card if Gecko gets hit. So that's just my opinion. My opinion, I would just tell you, just not, you know, just wait on all these black cards, to be honest with you guys. Issue $4, not really that much. It's really used in Lucci. That's really just it. Lucci. I don't think ﷺ is really running this, and black and yellow Luffy isn't really running this at all. This is really just Lucci. Very, very good card. Sitting at 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Very cheap card, to be honest with you guys. Very, very popular card at Lucci. $4, not that expensive, and it's also another choice compared to some of those other cards I showed you. This is one of the cards that I told you when it comes to black, I wouldn't mind picking this up even if black gets hit, because Lucci always runs this card. And you know, even if Gecko does get hit, I don't see this card going down at all. Next card we have is Kuzan. Kuzan, I think it might be getting a reprint. I'm not really too sure, but it is at $6 at the moment. Very, very good card for black decks. It's also a Marine. 6, 6, 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, 8. His last one sold was $7.60. Just got to keep it real with y'all. This is another one of those cards that I'm not really too sure if you guys should be picking up, just because of the Gecko ban. Everything in black all depends on what happens to Gecko. If Gecko gets hit, all these black cards except for Ishu probably gonna go tank dramatically. If Gecko doesn't get hit, then they could possibly go up. So it's just a gamble depending on what you guys want to do. Next card right here is we have red. So that was all our black cards. Let's go ahead and talk about red. This is an actual good, just in general, just a good generic red card. It can't block, nobody can block against this attack, and it has rush. We're sitting at $7. It's at 6, 5, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Last one I just sold was at $6, and honestly I feel like this price isn't really going to change. It's probably going to be this price. I don't feel like it's going to go up or down, but if you are just playing a red, or if you're a red fan, this is a very, very good card to just, you know, have in your arsenal. You know what I mean? So very good deck to card to pick up. Next card we have is Edward Newgate with Marco coming out next set. If you guys want to do, if you guys do want to look forward to picking up the next cards for the next set, this is actually one of the cards you definitely need to take advantage of and get rid of. Not get rid of. This is definitely one of the cards you guys want to pick up right now. Marco's a very, very good strong deck. It is releasing in the next set. We're sitting at $8 right now. When Marco does come out, this card will probably go up, and I don't think this is getting a reprint as well. We're sitting at 8, 7, 8, so it's around $8 to $9 to keep it a stack of you guys. And to be honest with you, just Edward Newgate, this is just a good generic red card for a majority of red decks out there. So just pick it up. Let's go ahead and pick it up. I feel like this isn't, the price isn't going to go down, and it's just a good staple red card if you are a red fan. Next card we have right here is Marco. Marco, like I said earlier, the actual Marco deck will be coming out. We're sitting at $6 right now for a heavily played. What's a near mint looking? A near mint is probably $8, $9. If you do plan on picking up OP08 Marco or the red blue Marco, you guys do need to pick up these cards now. Once Marco comes out for OP08, it's just the hype is really just going to drive this card to a whole different level. I feel like if you are investing in that deck, it's time for you to pick up this card now, just so you can save your money, especially if that deck is going to be your main deck. You get what I'm saying? So go ahead and pick it up now. So the rest of the cards we're going to be talking about at this moment, RP Law cards, and I'm gonna be real with y'all. We're gonna go over them real quick, really fast, because I feel like none of you guys should be picking up RP Law. Main reason why is because the ban list comes out 2 weeks. RP Law is probably going to get banned, number 1, and number 2. If RP Law gets banned, all these cards are going to tank, and this is also another one of these cards I feel like will be getting hit. Gordon, main reason why I feel like Gordon will be getting hit, because it is a promotional card. This isn't a regular card you get from a pack. This is a promotional card from a movie. So I feel like this is one of those cards that are probably going to get banned as well. We're at $21. And honestly, they're selling at 21, 24, 24, 24, 24, 24. I just have to keep it a stack with you guys. Do not pick up this card. Do not pick up anything in RP Law. And that goes the same, I mean, for Otama. You can pick up Otama for if you are playing any other red deck, because it is at 3. But any of these other red cards like Shariah, actually Shariah is actually a really good card too. You can actually pick this up. I don't feel like this isn't going down. Wings the Captain, that's OP06. Even though this is played in RP Law, this is just a good red card overall when it comes to blocking. We're sitting at $7 right now. I feel like it might just go up over time. I don't think this is getting a reprint either. It is, the price is shooting down though. I'm not sure it's because the reprint was announced. I'm not really too sure, but over time, if the reprint was not announced for this card, I feel like this card will be going up. Okay, this card definitely will be going up. And it's just a staple red card to have. Good blocker, very broken blocker. I feel like this may be one of the most broken blockers in the game, really. So if you are a red fan, this is something you guys want to look into picking up. Next card we have right here are purple cards. This card is really used for RP Law, but just as a whole for purple. And this is another thing I'm gonna talk to you guys about purple. Every purple card right now is cheap as fuck right now. Like every purple card. OP08 is coming out with a whole bunch of cracked purple cards. So if you guys are looking to play some purple deck, pick up everything right now, because once OP08 comes out, the purple hype is going to be on a whole different level. And that goes for this queen right here. This queen right here is $13. It's the same price right now. I don't think this is even getting a reprint because this came from a starter deck, and I just got to keep it. I have to keep it real with y'all. Once all the new purple support comes out with Black Maria, this card is probably going to be a $20, $25, $30 card. If you are planning to play anything with purple, you guys need to pick this up right now. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm just telling y'all motherfuckers what I would do, okay? Because I do not want to be paying some unnecessary money that I don't want to, especially if I'm playing an OP08. I'm not trying to spend more money than I need to. If it was me, I'm picking up this shit, because once all these new purple cards come out, this card right here is going to be broken and brand in almost every single purple deck. Next card we got is Trafalgar Law. This is used a little bit. I don't really see this used too often. It is a blocker, but like I said, it is a purple card, $5. So, you know, when OP08 comes out, purple hype's going to be crazy. We're going to be sitting at 50. That's at 50. $5, 555. To be honest with you guys, I'm not really too sure what decks use this. You can wait on this card. Honestly, I don't really see any of the OP08 purple decks really using this card. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it is a blocker and it is also a 4-drop, so it's still a really good card, and it also has a pretty good on play effect. So really strong card. I'm not really too sure how much it's used in purple, but you know, something to look out for. Next card we have right here is a Bon Curie. I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. This card is $25, and this card is actually broken. This card is actually very good. I don't feel like it's not going to get reprinted at all. So this $25, it's going to stay this, and then you also play this in almost every single purple card deck. I keep on saying purple deck as well. So this is something you probably need to pick up right now, in my opinion. Once OP08 comes out with all the new purple support, this card could easily turn into a $40 card overnight. So, you know, this is my opinion. Might want to look out for it. But you know, very good card, very good card. Another card we have is Vinsmoke Reiju, $3 card. I don't feel like this card's gonna go up too much. It is from OP06. We're sitting at 3. The last one, this guy just got fucking fucked, bro. Why'd you buy 2 at $9, bro? This man just got play skis. This man just got played, gang. What are you doing, bro? Oh my god, that was the biggest fail I've seen this whole entire video. But we're sitting at 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Very good card for all purple decks. If you are a purple fan, why not pick it up? It's only $3. Just don't look. If you save your McDonald's money and just go pick up this card, that's all you got to do. And yeah, man, I think that's all we got. Let me check all these other tabs. Okay, yeah, we covered that, and we covered that. So yeah, y'all, that's all we got for the market watch. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I tried to cover every single card for every single color that's actually viable or worth something that's over $3. So if this is something that you guys like, because I don't see anybody else on YouTube making market watches like this, where they actually explain every single card and every single color with every single price over $3. This is something you guys want to see a little bit more, let me know below. I never done a market watch like this. And also my members is up. If you guys do want to support the channel, you guys get free thumbnails, you get the videos, you get to see the videos earlier, and on top of that, when you do subscribe, you get a sick ass badge, and you also get a sick ass emotes as well. So I got everything hooked up. I don't really, you know, I never thought I would get partnered on the channel. I'm gonna keep it second. I never thought that. So if you guys do want to support the channel, you know, just help the community grow, because every time you guys do become a member or do financially support on the channel, everything just goes back into the channel. Okay, and that's just me being honest with you guys. I like, as you guys can see, I like editing. I like my videos looking real crisp. So any support that you guys put into the channel is going back to the channel. Okay, that's all I got. I don't want to talk to you guys about no membership or nothing like that. But yeah, that's all I got, y'all. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know below. If you guys want to see more content like this, let me know below. But yeah, y'all, that's all I got. But look, before I go, if you was feeling the vibes, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Get out, gone.